Hello, returning soul warrior. Hopefully you watched that previous video where I was unpacking how qualities develop in us through adversity. And if you're someone who's gone through trauma, someone who's gone through childhood abuse or neglect or whatever it might be, it can be adult adversities as well, but a lot of it's the deep childhood stuff, which is so profoundly difficult to survive. But if you've gone through this, as I was unpacking in the previous video, qualities will have developed in you just getting through, just being here now. Doesn't matter what mess you find yourself in, what PTSD symptoms you're struggling with, what patterns, what issues you find yourself, struggling with in life, in relationship, in all these different areas. Yeah, we've got that residue and we do need to work through it, but there's qualities that develop in the flames of adversity, and you get to keep these qualities forever. So I'm going to address you as one of these soul warriors. In that first video, we spoke a bit about strength, and I just want to expand on that a bit. So think of the determination it takes to just keep getting through very difficult life experiences day after day. Growing up in a dysfunctional family, dealing with abuse. It could be, dialed up into the worst kind of sexual, physical abuse directly or being witnessed around you. It can be the more hidden kind of omission traumas, like being ignored, being neglected, the lack of emotional connection from maybe very immature parents or narcissistic parents. So it can come in lots of different forms, but just getting through these challenges is obviously hugely difficult. It takes a lot to step up and to just deal with the next day. And of course, there can be the wish to die, of course, in that suffering. Who wouldn't question that at times? But if we've managed to not act on that and get through, and here you are watching this video, well, let's honour the strength. Let's honour the determination. Let's honour the will, that deeply forged strength of willpower that's got you through to today. And you'll find that will, even under the messiness, I know it gets camouflaged, if you like, by all the other symptomatic stuff that we struggle with, but think about it. How much will does it take to seek help? How much willpower, how much determination, how much strength does it take to really admit to ourselves our issues, to have a strength to look at that honestly and really own that enough? That takes enormous capacity. And so when people are strong enough to come and see a psychologist like myself, or seek a kinesiologist or a breathwork therapist or an energy healer or Reiki or a bone therapist or craniosacral therapist or whatever. I'm leaving out probably 300 of you, different modalities right now. But when someone's got the willpower to get through that door or get onto that Zoom call, to get into the work, that's already evidence of a deeply forged strength, determination, will, courage. Nothing takes that away. That's part of your soul character now. You get to take that with you when your life's finished. You get to take that with you back into soul state. That's part of your soul personality forever now. So turning up, asking for help, that in itself is an extraordinary act of strength and courage. And once people realize, like when people come into working with me, we might gently start to unpack. We gently start to take the lid off. We gently start to explore. Well, it's not easy. As one of my supervisors said, many, many years ago, it's like looking over a big cliff. And so a key element is, do you come back? Are you able to come back for the next session and the next one? I find a lot of people really aren't quite ready. Maybe they just don't have the capacity, and I'll see them once never see them again. Other people, it's a bit more, oh, I'm not quite ready for that, and I might, do a chunk of work. They might come a half a dozen times, and then they'll come back in a year's time, and they're ready to go deeper, But a lot of people just can't do it, and they'll go see someone, and once, twice, 3 times, and they'll find an excuse not to go back. Why that person was no good, why that therapist was, the wrong person, or didn't understand, or whatever, those defensive stories we can make. But I don't think that's you. Stronger people, turn up. And as long as there's enough sense of connection and you're getting something out of it, it takes a lot of courage to kind of go back and to get into it, especially at the start of deep inner work. It's very challenging. So if you're someone who has sought out help, seen people, done things over the years, and consistently, and actually worked through stuff, and you're on a journey, and maybe you need someone else then to be part of your healing journey. That's okay, it can evolve over time. But that's all evidence. That's all proof of your strength, of your will, of your determination, of your courage. Just doing that. So, join me in the next one. Please subscribe, leave any comments. Appreciate the feedback, and let's explore another quality of the soul warrior in the next video.